Hello and welcome back to another Beard Guys World of Tanks replay. My name is Ben, and I will be driving for you today the T37 American light tank. So this line of tanks pretty recently came into the game on Xbox One. Chaffee has been around up for a while, up to tier 5, but that was as high as it went. It was actually one of the earliest light tanks in the game. Chaffee used to be a very powerful tank in the game. Got a little bit overshadowed once the other higher tier light tanks started coming in. The sort of the higher tier AMX, the AMX 1390, the T71, stuff like that. Put it at a bit of a disadvantage, especially because the Chaffee still had up to tier 10 matchmaking at the time, which has now been nerfed down. Well, nerfed, I guess you'd call it buffed, wouldn't you? But been reduced down to tier 8, I believe. Like a normal tier 5 light tank, and it's taken a little bit of a nerf to its stats to compensate for that. But enough about the Chaffies. This is the tank afterwards, the T37, which has an autoloader option on it, which I've been really enjoying, have some good rounds in. So I thought you might want to see this one. It's a very good battle, I thought. Very interesting battle to watch. So this is a pretty it's pretty much where I almost always go the light tank on this map, because it feels there's not that many options open to you. You do get a bit screwed if someone rushes you like this though, especially if it's a TD, and if you miss a couple of shots, so you can't clip it. If I hadn't missed those 2 shots, I would have been able to finish them off there. And thankfully I get saved by, I think the AMX 12T on my team finished it off for me. If he hadn't done that, that could have been the end of my game right there. The reload's not too bad on this for an autoloader, but 13 or 18 seconds would have been a long time to wait. So we decided we can afford to throw a couple of shots into that guy. We didn't seem to be taking any fire back, and I wanted to try and dish out some damage this game. So I'm going to just work this ridge for a little bit. Keep throwing some shots into this guy. He's not really paying attention. There we go, really mess that guy up. Ready for someone else to finish off if they have the opportunity. So despite losing a little bit of health early on, it's not too bad a start to the game. We got off a lot of damage already. Teams are looking pretty even at the moment. We are pretty exposed over on the sort of top left hand corner on the map there though. No one has really gone that way, or no one that has lived to tell the tale. There's an enemy SU that we managed to spot up. So that area you can spot up very nicely from around here, as well as the area in sort of A6, 7 up on that hill there, or sort of A4 or 5 rather. And we decide to make a run for it now. It looks like it's pretty open over here, so we get a nice shot. Say don't unfortunately fluff it. We decide we're going to move in and go and finish him off. I'm not really sure what else is going on the battlefield at the moment. Seems pretty quiet around this side, but it's hard to tell. We decide to reload. We want to have a full clip when you engage, and I always, even if I've just fired 1 shot with an autoloader, if it's got a quick reload like this, I'll tend to reload it if I think I've got 15 seconds to do so. Why have 5 shots when you can have 6? So still fairly even on the teams. We're actually in the lead a little bit at the moment. They've just pulled that back one. There we go. There's the Crusader who ran away. Didn't expect me to follow him, I imagine. And he pays the price for not paying attention there and gets clipped very easily. Bringing the scores to 9-7. But we are on the back foot quite a little bit here. And I'm also pretty out in the open. Trying to find a shot inside this T29. Wait for him to come out behind this rock. I know I can hit him. No, I can paint him on the side pretty easily. Damages ammo as well, which is a little bit lucky there. And we go back into reload. So we get respotted there, probably by the T29. He's got a pretty respectable view range. But I reckon that's pretty steeply angled there. That looks pretty damageable to me. As an experienced T29 driver, that isn't how you want to have your side armor back out. So we get back into cover. We don't want to take a hit from him. That could take off pretty much all of our health. 2 shots left in the clip, and we decide to reload. And one of the reasons I really like this replay is because I think it shows why and how you should use relocating around the map in a light tank. There's many times in this battle where I decide to get very lucky here. Caught reloading by another autoloader. Thankfully, he was a one-shot and I was almost done. But if I'd had 3 or 4 more seconds to reload, then I would have been pretty screwed. But that's the risk you take. But yeah, so I think what's key in light tanks, especially when it's a close game like this, and in the late game when there's not many tanks left, is just repositioning and making the effort to drive around somewhere else to get the flanking shot, to take the enemy by surprise. Can be really critical. And it can be tempting to just drive in and not, if you can't be bothered to drive miles around the map, it can be really tempting to just get stuck in there. But more often than not, you want to get yourself in the strongest position possible on the map, and normally in a light tank that's going to be behind the enemy tanks. And since my team is just camping the base, I know I probably need to go out and give a bit of fight to them. Probably dig out their artillery around here, and there's also that SU that I might be able to take by surprise. This enemy T37 takes down one of our tanks there, and they are rushing our base pretty hard at the moment. It's a little bit of a mistake there by going through the cap circle. Didn't quite mean to do that. There's the SU. Can't quite tell if he's facing me, but I decided to just start firing and take no chances, and we get rid of him very quickly. Pretty sure he must have been facing the other way, but you don't want to get hit by him. He definitely would have taken me down. So we go, we're on 3 kills, 17 damaging shots. It's 2 light tanks and a TD versus 2 heavies, a light and an RT. Didn't bump into the RTs, so there we go. The only last place he really could have been was round here, spawning on this line. And I noticed that he dives down there to go and hide, so feels like that might be the best direction to go to try and surprise him. He is looking the right way, but he's really going to struggle there. There we go. We get a shot, and it tracks him as well. Get a little bit lucky, and ammo reckon for the finish. And reload straight away as well. We know they're capping. They've got 2 heavy tanks, and I want to have a full clip to deal with any of those guys. And here we are, 2 light tanks versus 2 heavy tanks, 1 light tank. They've got a Black Prince, pretty much in full health. Very near our cap. They've got a guy on our cap circle. Not sure why the Black Prince isn't helping him, but I imagine he probably feels pretty confident that they can just take down 2 light tanks and not really worry about it. Thankfully for us though, I noticed that our other light tank is very near their cap circle and about to go into it. So I've reloaded my clip here. I've reloaded my APCR clip, my premium rounds, because basically what I'm doing here is I can't take down that Black Prince very easily from here. What I need to do is break that cap, and I'm just waiting till I'm reloaded and till he's got that cap down a bit further, because there we go, T29. Let's break the cap. We'll just try our luck. We can't really afford to stop. If he hits us, we're fucked. Thankfully, we managed to take him down and break the cap. And thanks to managing to do that, we've actually now got a light tank capping them out. He's taken down the enemy light tank, would have been, I think, a T37. So well played by him. And all of a sudden, the tables have turned. They've got a Black Prince completely in a useless position that's not really going to be able to do anything. He's not going to be able to drive back to the red circle in 44 seconds to break the cap. He's not going to be able to cap us. And hopefully he's not going to be able to kill me if I have anything to do with it. Very close there, though. And I made the decision there to just bugger off, really. I got so little health. I didn't want to just die at the end of that. It would have been nice to try and kill him and get the top gun. I think it would have been pretty hard to do. So my idea here was to drive around and try and flank him, but the light tank caps, and I'm happy for him to do so. I think that was a really nicely played out win. I'm very pleased with the nice work there between 2 light tanks, 1 defending the base, 1 attacking the base. I think that worked really nicely. Almost got round behind the Black Prince, and as you can imagine, he gets spotted up right at the end, just as it ticks over. So another 10 seconds, maybe I could have done a bit of damage to him, but maybe he would have killed me. So there we go, that's 2,231 damage, very nice amount of damage for a tier 6 light tank, I think. Defender medal, sniper medal, 5,500 XP, and first class mastery. And on the post-battle results, we've got 1,784 base, very nice amount of base XP, 5 kills, and just a pretty enjoyable round, I think, to watch. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. If you did, please think about hitting the like button and subbing to the channel. We'd really appreciate that, and it helps out a lot. Nice one. Well, thanks for watching. My name's Ben, we're the Beard Guys, and I'll see you next time.